Alright, so what's up, guys? Today we are rocking the Mr. Bungle hat in honor of Mike Patton and hoping that he's doing better. I haven't heard much since the canceling of the concerts in September, but I hope you're doing well, Mike. But in this video, we're going to check out the Fumb from Stone Deaf Effects and Amplification. Obviously, it's a big muff style circuit. The name's an anagram. Everybody mentions that, but I'll mention it as well. That's what it is. First off, I love the artwork. I love the form factor. I love the size of the pedal. It's a cool aesthetic. The vibe is just killer. Like, it looks great. So you have a cut boost. You have a balance. You have a frequency knob. You have a noise gate knob, bandwidth, and a fuzz control. Now we're going to go ahead and go through the pros and cons of this pedal because I feel like it does some things really well and some things not so well. Now the cut boost knob works in conjunction with the frequency knob. So you pick a frequency that you either want to cut or boost. Just like the Deluxe Big Muff or the Sovtech Deluxe Big Muff, how those two work together. And honestly, this pedal is really similar in its functions to that pedal, but I still say the Sovtech is probably a better pedal. The layout is more easy to just understand at first glance. This one, you actually have to spend some time looking into. The bandwidth knob is a big, it's a big point of contention for me because it's not really very scientific. You have thin and fat. I don't know if you can see. So thin and fat, it tells you what you're doing. I just really prefer to have the numbers there to know what dial you're dialing in on your bandwidth. Something like that would be, I feel, would be beneficial. The pedal itself, I find to be more noisier than a lot of big muffs. Probably why they got the noise gate on here that is foot switchable. You also have in and out, top mounted jacks, power supply input, and you have an expression input. The expression input is another sore spot for me. They designed it in a way so you have to use their expression pedal. You can't just go use one you may already have laying around in your pedal drawer or on your board. You have to use their specific one. It's kind of like, it grates on me. That gets on my nerves. I mean, it may not bother you guys, but I just figure to let you know, if you're going to use an expression pedal with this, you do have to buy theirs. And as I said, the noise gate is foot switchable, so you can get some gating fuzz on here. They say you can't in the manual, but you really can. You can dial it up and kind of get some gating fuzz. I feel like there's not as much volume on tap on this versus some big muffs. Like, you got to crank it up more than you would for Unity than the big muffs you would. I feel like there's a little bit more clarity in this, but something like the Russian Pickle or the Green Reissue, those type pedals, the Sovtech Deluxe, I find to be smoother and prefer the tone of over this muff. So anyway, that's the gist of this pedal. Now we're just going to go ahead and do some sound samples and show you what it sounds like. Alright, so here we go. We are going to be going into the Fumb, directly into the JCM 800, the little mini version, the studio head, the SC20. And we're going to the low sensitivity, so we have the gain about 3/4 on that, and you get this. A little bit of grit when you dig in. For the most part, clean though. So now we'll go ahead and turn on the Fumb. You can still hear a little bit of noise. That's mostly because I have a very noisy setup where I live, there's nothing to do about the power. So I have the noise gate on the pedal. I have the NS2 on as well. So we'll go ahead and turn the noise gate off on the pedal. Okay, so you can tell the noise gate's off because it's on yellow. Let's turn the guitar volume back up. A little bit more noisy, not a whole lot more, but a little bit more. Now let's go ahead and turn the fuzz up a little bit. I will say I feel like there's a little bit more note definition in the Fumb than a big muff. Like when you do those hairband chords. So now that we have the noise gate re-engaged, let's turn the gate up about halfway. A little bit above halfway. Gating the fuzz sort of like that Valkyrie almost type, like the bias. Now that could just be because I have two gates on, so I'm gonna turn the other one off. Alright, so we have the NS2 off, we only have the gate on inside the Fumb right now. So that's a problem, right? Alright, let's crank up the volume. Turn the gate back down because we're gonna turn the gate back down because we can't live up that far. Alright, so I've turned the NS2 back on and I've backed the gate off on the Fumb because that's just too much. Pretty much unusable. Unless you want a gated fuzz sound. So now we'll just mess with the frequency knob, which is right here. So go ahead and hit a chord. Now we'll go ahead and adjust the cut boost with that. 120 dB cut or boost on that. You can really hear how much it alters the sound. Kind of enjoying it, but let's go ahead and boost it some. That's pretty cool, really. Let's take the volume back down a little bit. We'll just check that bandwidth knob out. I preferred on one of the two higher settings than the lower settings, so we'll leave it right there. Now let's take the fuzz down a little bit. So now we have the fuzz about a quarter down. Alright, so I really enjoy that sound. Let's just turn the fuzz up just a little bit more. So we got the fuzz up a little bit more. Now we're going to go ahead and turn on a DM2 from Boss Wazacraft. We have a Wazacraft DM2 on, so let's check that out for like lead settings. Bad note. Start a band called Bad Note because I do it a lot. Now here's the last thing we're gonna do. We got let's say you want to boost the front of this pedal with like a SD1 or a clean boost, sort of like arrows from Earthquaker, to kind of get you more high end and maybe tighten up the sound a little bit for more aggressive types of music. Let's see how that works out. We'll start with the SD1. Alright, so we have the SD1 set up as a boost, volume up, gain down, tones roughly in the middle. that is cool. Now we'll just do the arrows. All right, this is with the arrows on. Turn the delay off. Same sound, delays off, arrows on. Okay, so with that, with the arrows in front boosting the Fumb, you can kind of get like an old sound from like the sword back in Age of Winter's day. Like, that is... Alright, so yeah, that has been the Fumb from Stone Deaf. If you're looking for a big muff, originally, prior to filming this video, I was not really enjoying this pedal at all, really. But sitting here with you guys and dialing it in like this, I have found some sounds in here that I really enjoy. And originally I was gonna like say not to buy this pedal, but sitting here dialing it in, I've changed my mind. Like, this is a great pedal, a lot of clarity, a lot of options on it. I do wish it had a little bit more volume on tap, but that's a small gripe because you can still get above Unity, so that's fine. I do wish that they would do something and make a version where you could use any expression pedal, because using their proprietary one it's just tacky for me. Like, I don't think that's a good idea. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys could like this video. You know, I'll see you guys next time. I got some more cool stuff coming up. And if you know any more Big Muff variants to try, leave them in the comments below. I'd like to hear about it. I'll see you guys next time.